Hey everyone, this is Judy from Judy's Handmade Creation, and today I'm sharing some cards that I made for some birthdays or whatever. And here's a card that I made. This is a stair step card, and this was cut out with one of the Sizzix die cut. I used a die cutting machine to cut this out, and I just put some pattern paper over it, cut a tag, add a butterfly, and emboss this with one of my old cutter bug embossing folders, this here, and it's a stair step card, and I use 110 weight paper that I buy from Walmart. I can't remember where I got the pattern paper. So that's a stair step card. Made that one. And this was a Sizzix die cut. This is a card. And that's a Sizzix die cut butterfly. And you can write the message on the back. And this is a flip card die cut. That's how the back. I made that card. I made. Wait a minute. And I made this card here. This is a happy birthday card. I made a tag and just cut this like this so I could slip this in here. I'm going to put a gift card in there and just slip it in an envelope. And I made some envelopes with my envelope punch board. And these cards are, let me see, all these cards measure about the same. This one's about 5.5 by 4 1/4. It's a regular size small card. And I punch this out with a hand punch. And I made that card. I made this card here. I just took 110-pound cardstock. Took one of my dies and cut a window. And stamped up some, and then fussy cut them out. And this one stands up like this. Let me see if I can get it. This is like one of these cards that stand up like this, and it lays flat. It can fit in an envelope for mailing if you got big enough envelope for it. You can put it in an envelope and it can be mailed. Like I said, I took and cut. I scored it around on the edges here. I cut two like that, like two pieces, and hurt them here together. And that's how I made this card. And it stands up like this. And that's the way the inside looks, and this is the way the sides look. And you just pull it out like this, and it lays flat to go in the envelope. And these were stamped with stamps, clear stamps. And I just glued them on here. I took it, like I said, I scored this here at 1/2 inch. And then I rotated and did 1/2 inch on this side. I cut two like this. Like that. And that's, if you want to see a tutorial on how I made it, comment below and I'll do one. So I made that. And this is another card like the one I just showed. This is a happy birthday one. And these were cut out with die cuts. And this was a stamp that I stamped happy birthday on it, and that's a stamp here, and I just fussy cut it out. And this was a little butterfly hand punch that I used. And this is the same kind of card as the one before. And it lays flat to go in an envelope for mailing. And this is one of them cards that stand up too. And I embossed the back with my embossing folder. And like I said, I took a die cut and cut this out to make a window. And it stands up like that. And that's another one I made. And this one here was embossed with a Michael's embossing, and it cut the little flat little hearts out. Just a plain little card. This is embossed. It's a emboss and a cuts out the little hearts. I got that from Walmart. And you write your little message in here. That's another card that I made. And all these cards measure the same thing. They're all like 5.5, 5.5 by 4.25. And this one measures the same, 5.5 by 4.25, so it can fit in the envelopes that I make. So that's another one I made. And I made this here. This is a shaker card. I might take and put a magnet on the back and write a little note here for a friend. And I put some of them I don't know what you call them, but I put them in there and it shakes all around. And that's acetate on the front so it won't come apart. And I cut this out and make it like a little window, and put the acetate in it, and then I popped it with some pop-up tape. And this was cut out with my We Are Memory. I can't remember what the name of it is, but if you want to see a tutorial, let me know. These were cut out with the We Are Memory punch alphabet. No, I can't remember what the name of it is. But yeah, that's a little shaker. It shakes some little things up around. And it says, "Thanks for being a friend." And I made that. And I made this happy birthday card. This is the same. I always make them like 5.5 by 4.25. And this white cardstock is 1 10-pound white cardstock. I get it at Walmart. And this happy birthday I got from the Dollar Tree. And this paper came from the Dollar Tree. And this is a happy birthday card. And it opens up like this. And it says, "Today is all about you." And I made it like this where it can pop up. Like that. It's a pop-up card. And a little note can be wrote on here. And the butterflies, I used a Martha Stewart butterfly punch. And this was a butterfly punch. I think it's a recollection one. And the stamp here came from Michael's, from the Michael stamps. Clear stamps. And that's how this looks. And it says, Happy Birthday. And I also did this one here, this card. I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. And this was done with the freestyle quill pen. And I just put a what do you call them things? Stencil up here, and I just traced it with the gold letters, and that's pretty. I can do all things through Him who gives me strength. Phil 4:13. That's the Bible verse right there, and it just opens up like that, and you can write your message in the inside. So this is all the cards that I've been making, and I hope that you like them. Leave a comment if you want to see how they're made. And oh, I got one more card that I made. Yeah, I got this card here. It's Thankful. I made this around Thanksgiving, but I never shared it, so I'll show it right now. And this is a paper napkin that I put on 110-pound white cardstock. I put glue on here, and then I just glued the paper napkin, cut out the paper napkin, and glued this on there. So this is a paper napkin, this design here. You know, like the paper napkins that you wipe your face with when you're eating. That's what kind of paper napkin it is. I just glued it on top of the card. And that's how I made that one. So if you want to see a tutorial on any of these cards, please comment below and I'll show you how I made them if you want to see a tutorial. This is a project share. Thank you for watching. Be blessed. Have a great day. Bye-bye. All my cards that I made.